South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, The Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Sokowski, Michael Emanuelian, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Brad Gilbert.
Oh, hi guys. Sending a message to my child. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. It is the Tour Power Hour, and we are back. We are talking about a much overdue return to competitive golf. Not a moment too soon. The season is quickly winding down. And with that being said, we've got some stuff to talk about tonight. So we'll talk a little bit about Mission Del Lago. We're going to talk about the new points setup. Obviously, we had to move Riverside to the summer season. So rather than just losing all those points, we went through and basically said, okay, let's try and find a way to put more points back out into the spring season. And Travis was able to do that. So we have this weekend at Mission Del Lago final stroke play event that will be worth some additional points, as well as the Masters. It's gonna be really cool. This is a pretty big weekend. This is gonna kind of be the setup as we roll into the PC Masters, and see if we're gonna have the current top 10 holding on to their spots, or if we may have a couple of new names on the list and where everyone is standing as we roll into the Masters, and see where everyone comes out on that weekend. It's hard to believe that we are only really now 2.5 weeks away until the Masters, 3.5 weeks away until Tour Travels, which is also coming up. Look out for next week's show. Going to be a big Tour Travels focus show. As myself, Travis, 22 other golfers make their way to Maryville, Kohler, Wisconsin. Super excited. Anyone listening out there, I know I had some technical difficulties last week. My voice seemed a scotch high. If you're hearing that, again, please let me know. But let's dive in. Let's talk a little bit about Mission Del Lago. By all accounts, Mission Del Lago is in pretty okay shape right now. I think we kind of know rolling into this event that Mission can play pretty tough. I would anticipate, as it is a stroke play event, we've got some more time back in the day with daylight savings. I am interested in seeing, and I would imagine we're going to play the course a little bit longer, find some ways to make it a little bit more challenging, knowing that there's more points on the line, but that should be pretty cool. So let's talk about what that means from a points earning possibility here. So if you are a part of our weekly email blast, you would have received this email this week for spring season event number 8. Mission Del Lago did close today. Roughly 100 players, which is super cool. Always good to have. But the points for MDL stroke play event are being increased by 25 points across the board. So first place gross now under 125 points instead of 100. First flight winning bonus, plus the first flight winning bonus, excuse me. Every place at Mission Del Lago will see a 25-point boost, giving an extra shot in climbing the leaderboard and earning those valuable points. Obviously, we're making up for the rescheduled Riverside event, and these points are critical as we get ready to move into the Players Club Masters, where we'll also see a points boost. Perfect time to start racking up those points. This Sunday is going to be really, really exciting. And Travis Sokowski joining us via Facebook. You can sign up and receive the newsletter right on the homepage at stxamtour.golf. Highly recommend that if you have not signed up for it yet, get signed up. This is where you get to see which events are opening, see what is coming up on tour, see what's going on with the show, see what's going on really across the tour in general, and make sure that you are up to date. Any and all questions that you may have typically are going to be answered on that email blast. So sign up, receive that newsletter. Travis would be joining us tonight. He's having some technical difficulties with the audio. He's hanging out in the comments tonight, keeping me company since no one else seems to want to comment, but that is not a problem. If you also got the new email blast, you will also see, of course, that we are open. We are ready for the 36 hole stroke play event at Brackenridge Golf Course, May 17th and 18th. This is the final event. This is where we get to finally. I mean, it feels like the spring season's gone by slower than usual. I think because obviously we lost an event, and we had some more gaps in the schedule this year. A lot of time off, but hopefully everyone was taking advantage of that downtime to get to the range, get on the golf course, get some practice in, because this is where it all comes together. The Masters 36 hole stroke play event. This is where we will see who is going to be making the South Texas Match Play Challenge team in the spring season. We very well could see top 3 players, maybe top 4 players. The points out there, points available. It's certainly making for some interesting discussions down the stretch. We haven't looked at an updated points list, I feel like, in a little bit. But I think Travis is right. The Masters is going to be a great show as well when we have that. We've got so much going on. It's one of those times on tour where, I mean, golly, we've got this weekend. Then everyone's off for Mother's Day, which is great. And then, of course, we are right back with the Masters and then straight to tour travels. So lots of golf to be played here over the next few weeks. A lot of those being very critical events, critical point events. Let's take a second. I'm gonna do something here. Give me a moment, and I'm going to pull up our current point standings. I apologize. I don't have it sitting here in front of me. I think I might have had it up last time, but oh man, I'm a little bit lazy. Well, actually, one more thing we could talk about too. Summer events open for registration. Nothing official yet, but that will be coming. But technically, there is one summer event still available for registration. That is the summer event 2.5. That is the Riverside event that we had to move to the summer season. That is open for registration. If you had not signed up previously and you did want to get signed up for that, head over to stxamtour.golf, get registered for that. That will be there and ready for everybody to see. I'm going to pull up top 10. Give me one moment, all you cool cats and kittens, and we will dive into it a little bit. I hope everyone had a great past weekend. Hopefully everyone's getting a chance to get out and play some golf. I had the opportunity to get out with some of the tour members over at Briggs Ranch, and needless to say, course was in pretty damn good shape. Thoroughly enjoyed being able to just get out and play golf. I told Travis I think I've probably only played 4 rounds of golf this off season, or 4 rounds of golf on these off weeks that we've had. So it's nice to get some practice in, especially as we're getting ready to move into these last 2 big events. Looking at the top 10 though, Ty Arnett still holding a pretty strong lead right now, 785 points. He's been on a pretty good streak, holding first place. Kevin Davidson, just 75 points off the pace right now in second place. And Tim Blunt, 165 points back. But again, this is where this stuff kind of gets exciting. Usually, if I see someone's 160 points, 170 points out of range potentially, 25 additional points this week, guys. That is something really big when you look at some of these names, some of the people on the list here. That's pretty huge. 175 points to the winner uh, of gross flight, or of um, the gross side of the event. So you can make some pretty big headway this weekend, and make some moves up the leaderboard. Ty Arnett is certainly looking like he's running away with it, but once you kind of get down into Tim, um, I'd say down into really the top 20, the dispersion is not crazy. Um, with that many points on the line, with that much going on, it certainly sets the tone that we could see some major jumps and changes in that top 10 leaderboard this weekend, which, right now is super exciting. I harp on it all the time. I'm almost annoyingly harping on it, which is stroke play is the most important kind of event. Stroke play should matter the most to people. I'm glad that it's worth more points right now. Um, I'm excited that we're going to see some more pressure come from this weekend, because that is really going to help kind of dictate and really kind of give a feel for what South Texas is going to be like, for the people who haven't made the team previously. It's also just a good chance for us to get out and kind of flex our competitive and pressure-filled kind of skills. We've all got some work to do. We've all had time off. This weekend is really cool because we're going to see who's actually been working on their game, and who's been trying to get better, and who's been prepping and getting ready for this moment. It's one thing to make the team in the playoffs, but to do it in the summer season, spring season, incredibly difficult. You have a slightly higher percentage in the summer season, but that being said, it's tough to make the team. It's tough to make the top three. Um, you know, Mission Del Lago is a tough golf course, which I think sits and suits well for us as we head in this weekend. I think it's a great opportunity for people to kind of show off where they're at with their game right now. Mission plays tough. Mission can be incredibly difficult. It very much is about looking at those pin placements, and that course is not one that you can overpower. It really is about playing smart golf, playing strategic golf, knowing where you can and cannot miss, and really taking advantage of the opportunities that you have in front of you. I think that we're going to be in great shape heading into BRAC, and BRAC I think is such a cool venue, such a good place to go play. When we get to the Masters weekend is always one of the most exciting weekends of the year. Being able to put new names on the jacket, being able to potentially find out or see if you made the team or not in that spring season, as well as again pushing yourself a little bit to show up 2 straight days in a row and play really good golf. The one thing that we always know about BRAC, the one consistency that we always have about BRAC, is that scores are low. And as we see, kind of a consolidation of competitive golf in San Antonio, we're seeing more and more low handicappers moving towards the tour now, towards us. So we're seeing, some of those players that have been sitting in champ flight and playing and competing in champ flight, moving their way up to first flight, and first flight into second flight into third flight. It creates an interesting dynamic, but it also sets a very interesting tone that says, hey, we've got some really good golfers that are not playing in the same flight that they usually play in. You're going to have to step your game up. You have to go low. BRAC, going out and, I remember back in the day, if you could go out and shoot, 2 under at BRAC in champ flight, that was a great weekend. Nowadays that doesn't sniff top 5. So the pressure is there. The pressure is, it's something that we all have to kind of make our peace with and accept. I will say, whatever position you're in right now, heading into the playoffs, or heading into the Masters, and Travis and I talked on this last week. It is not about, if you're in the top 10, top 20, maybe top 30, you go win-win. strong chance potentially you make yourself in the top 10 for sure, if not into the top three. But um, really, everyone's main focus should be grab as many points as you can, get yourself in to the highest spot possible, because ultimately, when we get to the playoffs after the summer season, um, it's going to help determine and help position you in your point standings heading into the playoffs. And that has a very direct correlation to making the team. It's already hard enough to make the team. Um, and we've said it before, going into the playoffs, you used to come in with 0 points and you had a chance. Right now it's grab as many points as you can, be ready for the playoffs, and fight your way through. Um, but these next two events, lots of pressure, lots of interesting ways that the math plays out, especially with new points being added. And ultimately, I think it creates a lot of really cool possibilities. Um, and I think we're gonna have a couple of people that we haven't talked about much this year show up and play well. Um, you know, I think this weekend, and I think the Masters weekend is going to show us who wants it the most, who's been grinding on these off weekends and these off weeks, out on the range, out on the putting green, uh, getting ready to be in this position. It hasn't felt super serious, I guess. When you have 3, 4, 5 weeks off of no competitive golf, you have to kind of put yourself in that mindset of, how am I going to stay sharp? What am I going to go do to make sure I still stay competitive and have that mindset and be ready to anticipate? Um, I've been fortunate enough, and I know most of the people have been out there practicing, um, making sure that they're playing with people that they don't normally play with, people that might be a little bit better than they are, people that they see as some of their biggest threats, potentially their biggest challengers on the golf course, because they want to find ways to get better. They're looking for ways to um, see how they can improve. Um, I'm looking at. I'm a data hound. If you know me, I'm a data driven nerd. I love looking at that data and the metrics, and I like looking at the numbers. And I love going through and looking at what is changing in our scoring, what scores are necessary, what we're seeing from different people. Um, I'm still working my way through a list right now of about 8 years of data that I'm compiling that basically outlines uh, what it takes to make the team. I'm going to pull everything from who are the highest point earners in the history of the tour, um, looking at pulling data as we're getting more detailed into South Texas Match Play Challenge. We've had a lot of people who have made the team. We've had, I mean, a variation of players who have either repeatedly made the team or one timers, what have you. Um, all information that we're looking at, and it's helping us prepare to build out a team and help us understand our team members and our players. And it's something that we try and bring out to you guys. Uh, Jeff Wern, good Lord. I may have prematurely gotten this spring season champ armadillo tattoo. First off, that's copyright infringement. That logo's trademarked. If you did, you'll be hearing from our lawyers. Um, but I mean, I do respect. I respect the confidence. At the very least, I respect the confidence. Um, Jeff Warren is playing some good golf. I have not seen Jeff Warren play in a while, but I imagine he's staying ready, staying loose. Again, you look at that list. Let's look at that list again. Tim Blunt in third, Charles Romero in fourth, uh, Fernando Palos sitting in fourth, Dale Beavers Fernando in fifth, Dale Beavers in sixth, Jeremy Jaramillo in seventh, uh, Jeff Wern and Darren Cormier tied at eighth, and then Ricky Ho in 10th. Jeff is very much in the mix. If I'm looking at top 10 right now, uh, and I'm looking at those names on that top 10 list, Jeff Warren is a name I'm scared of. The man is sitting tied eighth, and that's missing a tournament. Guys, it's hard to make the top 10 to begin with. Um, you have to be playing some good golf to miss a tournament and still find yourself in the mix. Jeff Wern, uh, uh, Charles Romero, Chucky Rowe, excuse me, Jeremy Jaramillo, all missing events. But you know what they also do? They win, and that is scary. Um, but I think you have that top 10. I think you have that. Uh, I think you have that list of top 20 golfers right now that are all kind of in that mix. And I think it's something to be said. I think, again, it's going to be close. I'll probably have some more data for you come Tuesday, or excuse me, come Wednesday, um, and kind of see where we're at in the top 20. Kind of be able to give you guys some insights into what the average points is to make the team. Um, I think it's going to be a little bit different this year potentially. Um, just as a fun fact, actually, I can tell you off the top of my head, 1,067 points is the average points needed to get into the top three, minimum to get into the top three in spring season. Um, so, I mean, the points are out there, but we potentially have some upsets. We have some really good golf being played by several people. Um, and we have some people that are coming off of wins and haven't played in a little while. So it's going to be a fun mix. It's going to be really cool to watch and just kind of be able to sit back and enjoy. Again, I'm focused on just getting into the top 10, positioning myself for the spring season as well as summer season, so I can roll into the playoffs and hopefully avoid a horse race. Though I will take anybody, anytime, one on one. Horse race or not. You got to love those moments, unteachable moments. So I think we got a really cool kind of final couple of weeks here of the spring season, all kind of culminating at the Masters, which I think really is going to be really fun to kind of dive into the numbers, talk to some of the players. We'll do some post round interviews. And see our new top three, and first three team members of the season. And then, of course, we move on to tour travels. Kohler, Wisconsin. We're going to be at Black Wolf Run. We've got a lot of golf over a short period of time, which is always exciting. It's a lot of fun. 24 golfers, the most we have ever taken, which is also super exciting. Look for that show next week. Hopefully we'll have on some guests of previous trips, as well as maybe one or two first timers and what they're looking forward to. We have, man, it doesn't feel like it feels like it's far away, but it doesn't feel like it's far away. It's all just a lot going on in a very, very short, small window. But needless to say, it is probably one of the most exciting times of the year for us. And then we get into the summer season. And summer season, guys, is going to be, I imagine, one of the tougher seasons that we've ever had. Not just from a heat stress, and I will certainly talk to everybody about heat stress prep. But we're going to have, a lot of golf. We're going to have a lot of good golfers. I imagine we're going to see some golfers that we haven't seen throughout the spring season. I know we typically lose a couple of golfers in the spring season who make their glorious return in the summer season and start kicking our asses. Shout out Steve Evans. But all things that we're looking forward to, all things that we're excited for, that we're prepping for, it is shaping up to be a really cool year. And we're already looking ahead to South Texas Match Play Challenge. We have our golf course. We know where we're playing this year in Corpus, which is super exciting. And, we had Danny Puckett on a couple of weeks ago. He's already kind of got the wheels turning for Matchup Mayhem. Guys, there's just so much going on right now. And you wouldn't think it with all the stuff. We haven't had a tournament in a while, but we have a lot going on. Incredibly excited. Looking forward to hopefully kind of this time next week being able to dive in with you guys as we look ahead deeper into BRAC. I think we all, at this point, if you've been playing on the tour long enough, you know what your Sunday pins are going to look like. We're not even going to bother discussing. I think we saw some really interesting pins last year during the playoffs that may come back into play. But Brack is looking like it's going to be in good shape for us. The trail is working hard to make sure that that Brack is ready to show up and show out. Excited to see everybody there. And if you are interested, if you did not get signed up for Mission Del Lago this weekend, the final stroke play event before we head to the PC Masters, shoot an email over to myself, over to over to Jason Bird, Travis, info at stxamtour.golf. Probably can get you on the list, whether that is on the wait list or get you in the event as is. I know we had somewhere between 90 and 100 people signed up, so some spots left there potentially. Again, points, go grab them, get them now. You need them. Make sure you're in your best position possible rolling into the playoffs. Guys, we have so much going on and so much happening around the tour. None of this happens, obviously, without our amazing partners, Shelby AC and Refrigeration. That is our dear friend, David Falconier. Don't be scared by that Rockport number, 361-386-2886. Give him a call for all your AC and refrigeration needs. He loves the tour. He loves the people of the tour, and he wants to make sure that you guys get taken care of. He'll make sure to give you guys a special deal when you give him a call. On top of that, who else do we have to thank? Because we have so many good partners. We have Global Fairway Logistics and Danny Puckett for all your videography needs. If you've seen Matchup Mayhem, you know the level of true artistry that Danny and the team can provide. Global Fairway Logistics, we thank them so much for their partnership. Cairo Services Group LLC, that is our boy Micah Carroll, Ambassador Micah Carroll, for all your land improvement services. Give Micah a call. I know he's helped out plenty of people around the tour and love it. We have been lovingly called the Cookie Tour, and we embrace it. We love cookies. We love cake. We love desserts in general. And we also love Laura Lewis and the Cake Place and more. Give Laura Lewis a call. Shoot her an email. She has done birthdays. She has done anniversaries. She's done all sorts of amazing cakes, cookies, and more for not only ambassadors, but for players around the tour. Nothing but love for Laura Lewis. If you have not joined the Cookie Mafia yet, you have 2 more chances this weekend and coming up at the PC Masters. And then, of course, I like to win. I learned that about myself. I like to win. That is the thought. That is the mindset that Benjamin Carricker has at the San Pedro Club Repair Studio. Get over there. They will get you taken care of. Ben and Alex will get you squared away, whether it is trading in clubs, whether it is buying clubs, used clubs, whether it's getting a new shaft, getting grips redone. You cannot go wrong with getting a new set of grips. Those things are something you're always having to deal with. But not only that, they have head covers. They have tees. They have golf bags. They have everything you need. Ben and Alex want to get you taken care of at the Club Repair Studio. Let them know you're with the tour, and they will hook you up. Nothing but love for them. Oh, look at that. A shout out. JT Sherman, my boy, JT Sherman, guys. He is giving us a shout out from good old Missouri. JT is one of our tour travels loyal. Looking forward to seeing my left-handed buddy and watching him. He's out of his boot now, so he's looking to kick some ass in Kohler this year. I am looking forward to seeing what he's got. But guys, that is about all I have for you. We have First Notice to Players coming out tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that. Again, if you did not get signed up for the event and you are still interested, info at stxamtour.golf. We will get you on the list. We will get you in the event, and you can get out there and go earn some points. Who knows? You think you're out of it? Maybe you're not. Come play, pick up a W this weekend, get your ass in the Masters, go run the tables, win the Masters. Who knows? The math says anything can happen right now. But that is all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know it's not as exciting. Jason Bird's not on camera. Travis isn't here. I don't have Brad with me. It's just MD, but y'all are still watching, and I appreciate that. I love you. Hope everyone has an amazing Wednesday night. It is 7:32. Sun is still out. Go swing a club. Go practice your chipping a little bit. Go for a walk. Just enjoy the nice weather. It's perfect out. But that being said, guys, have a wonderful night. Cannot wait to be back in business this Sunday. Looking forward to seeing everybody. I feel like it's been so long. Greg Keogh, thank you for your positivity. Another Tour Travels veteran. One of my favorite dads on tour. Keogh, I don't know if you're taking your daughter to Disney on Ice tomorrow night, but someone on this camera is, and I would like to have you join us. That would be fun. But besides the point, guys, have a great night. Get out there, enjoy the nice weather, get some practice, and we will see you bright and early Sunday morning. We are back, baby. Power Hour out, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you bright and early. Everyone, have a good day.